Hello, CAPI family. I am sorry for my tardiness. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. We are live now. Make sure my phone is turned down. And it is. I hope everyone had an awesome week. I know I did. Thank you guys for joining us for another CAPI Live here on our Sunday evening. We got a lot to talk about tonight, so you guys buckle down, buckle up, and get started. Hello, Backwoods Paranormal of Alabama. Thank you for joining us. Remember, if you guys are on, please say something. Let me know you're here. Say hello. Hi there. Hey, Beth. Awesome to have you on as always. That's our wonderful Beth, our case manager. Love her so much. Where is everybody? Hey, Morgan. There's John. Everybody's starting to pop in. Hello, Corey. I have been getting a lot of questions about getting started in the paranormal, getting your team up and off the ground. No need to summon me tonight. I'm already here. That's right. We had to summon Beth, or not Beth, but Morgan last week. You guys, please go hit the like button, share this so everyone knows that we are on. I know I'm a little bit tardy tonight. I apologize. Had a little bit of technical difficulties. Did I drink that already? Goodness. I didn't even realize. Done and done. Thank you, Morgan, so much. I'm just going to make myself a mixed drink. So I can sit back and relax and join you guys for the next couple hours. As I said, we have a lot to talk about tonight. We are going to talk about our plans, our future plans. We're going to talk about, of course, about CAPI Camp, because that's just around the corner. We're going to talk about CAPI Meet and Greet, which is also just around the corner. We're going to talk about the CAPI retreat to the UK. That's not just around the corner, thank goodness. And of course, we're going to talk about getting started. Had sage and a pint of whiskey ready to go. Yeah, where's Katie and Margot? Thank you, John. What's wrong? What are you looking for? You can have one of these. Oh, yes, and we will talk about CAPI merch as well. Absolutely. Speaking of CAPI merch, I have on the new shirt. Let's see if we can get a shot of that. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghost. And the course on the back is this right here, the CAPI logo. That's kind of a blur there, isn't it? There we go. This right here is prominently on the back. And of course, our website is on there as well. This is a limited time shirt. We're going to be coming out with another one pretty soon. So if you want this new I Ain't Afraid of No Ghost on whatever shirt or hoodie or whatever you want it on, let us know. They'll be added to the website on Tuesday, I believe. It should be up there and ready to go. But you can still pre-order right now. Vigilante murderer or child murderer. Alrighty. Oh. Already got it. I was the first. That's right. Morgan's got her shirt. She was the first, she says. This is a limited edition. We will be coming out with another comedic shirt very soon. So like I said, if you want the I Ain't Afraid of No Ghost shirt, they're really cool. You can get it on any shirt that you want. We have someone that has requested an Under Armour shirt. You get it on just a regular T-shirt. You can get it on a tank. You can get it on a. We just sold a hoodie with it on there. So just whatever you guys want. The individual that bought the hoodie wore it the day that he got it in and sent us a picture of him wearing it and saying how he likes it so much. That's going to be on the site too. And even though it was so hot outside, temperature wise, and he still wore it, I thought that was cool. He was really excited about getting his CAPI merch, so he still wore it for that day. Can you imagine wearing a hoodie right now? It is super, super, super hot, man. It is too hot. But he wore it because he was so excited about getting it. Need one that says not enough sage for this. I hear you. That'd be a cool one, Morgan. So yeah, if you guys want some merch, go to the website right here, CAPIParanormal.com. That's CAPI paranormal.com. Go down to the store, hit the button for store, and it'll take you and show you. Have a picture of CT home. That's too funny. It'll take you to the store, and you can get the all of our merch. We have a bunch of stuff coming out, guys. We have the paracord bracelets and keychains. We have all the normal black and reds. We have new shirts coming out. Like I said, this is a limited edition here. So if you want one of these, you got to get it quick. And then we have another one coming out, another comedic shirt coming out. We have our personal fans that's going to be coming out. I'm going to give you all a preview of them. See, they're black and red. They're just like CAPI. They're really cool. Turn them on. See how? I'll see. Let you see it come on. Let's see. They'll stop. Turn them on. 3 speeds: low, medium, and high. And then you put them around your neck like this, and you point them up. And no matter where you are, you're getting a blast of cold air. Isn't that cool? You get fans right in your face. You can go anywhere you want to. Welcome back, John. I wore my new ones that I just got in today whenever I was outside doing a runner line for the dog. I was putting up a runner line, and it was really hot, so I wore mine outside, and it felt really, really good. So we've got these coming out really soon. They'll be on the site soon as well. Oh, and they also light up. Watch. Then they'll change colors. I thought they changed colors. Maybe that's the first setting. Yeah, see, they changed colors. Isn't that cool? So we got those coming out pretty soon too. I don't have a price on these just yet. And I'm not going to quote one either, because if I do, Paramama will kick my booty, because she does the merch. And if I quote the wrong price, I'll be in a lot of trouble. But we've got those coming out. Y'all keep your eye on the merch store. Lots of stuff coming out. Good evening, Katie. There she is. Where is Margot? Go get Margot, Katie. We can't have a show without Margot and Katie and Morgan. That would just be illegal. So yeah, get your merch. Y'all do that. That helps pay the bills. Keeps the show going. All the lives, all the stuff that we're going to be doing and have done. Let me catch up with y'all. Hi, y'all. Excuse me, but your timing sucks. You're on at the same time. And Supernatural. I love Supernatural, and it's the final season. I'll come back when it goes off. That's what they make DVR for, Dove. Hi, Katie. Johnny, I told my mom and cousin about our thing from last Sunday. They cracked up. Awesome. John just popped the website link to the merch up on the screen. So you guys, if you don't want to do all that typing, just click on where John just put it on the screen there, and you can go straight to the merch store. You don't have DVR. Who doesn't have DVR? I remember back in the day when someone says, "I'll just tape it." They'll say, "I can't tape it. I don't have a VCR." And they're like, "Who doesn't have a VCR?" What is this one you just popped up? Oh, that's our events, our Facebook events page. Y'all can click on that. It'll take you to everything that we got coming up. What else do we got? CAPI Cafe's coming up. That is September 12th in Alabama. That's going to be at Morgan's place. We're doing a potluck, so if you want to join us for that, you guys just get up with Morgan and find out what you need to bring. That's going to be a really good time. A nice little meet and greet. We've never done one at a house before. We usually do them at a restaurant. This will be something new. Potluck is going to be awesome. I love doing potluck dinners. It's like, it reminds me of the old Baptist Sunday dinner on the lawn. Y'all remember those? So that's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, Jen. Been sick. I know. I saw that on Facebook. Bless your heart. Y'all, that's our friend from site, Jennifer. She has been under the weather. Thought she had COVID, actually, for a little while, but as I understand that it tested negative. So she does not have that. If you guys have not already done so, please go to our Facebook page. Both of our Facebook pages. Just go in there and click in Central Alabama Paranormal. We have two. We have Central Alabama Paranormal Investigations, and we have Alabama Paranormal. Our Alabama Paranormal page just hit 2,000 today. So we really appreciate that. We really like that. We're wanting to get the subs here up as well. We're almost to hit 2,000 on YouTube as well. Remember, when we hit 3,000 on YouTube, 3,000 subs on YouTube, this is why you guys have got to go get your friends and your family and everyone you know to subscribe to CAPI Live, to CAPI Paranormal here on YouTube. Because when we hit 3,000 on this channel, John and I, y'all know Big John, our team manager, he and I are going to go and get tattoos of this, of the logo, the CAPI logo right here. We're going to go get tattoos of that on our bodies, somewhere on our body. And we're going to film it live. So, y'all get them numbers up if y'all want to see us go through that pain. Johnny, you, Michelle, and John need to extend your invites for the potluck. What do you mean extend our invites? What does that mean? Still waiting on results. Okay, well, we'll definitely add you to our prayer. Y'all add Jennifer from Sight to your prayer list. Most certainly. Katie, where's Margot? She didn't pop in. Were you unable to find her? Gotta have Margot. Y'all, this light's about to bug the piss out of me. Already hot. Oh, hot. The worst thing possible has happened to our house. Our central unit went out. Well, actually, our central unit has not gone out. Our central unit is fine, but it will not drain for some reason. There's a clog somewhere. It will not drain, so it just drips out onto the floor. So we're having to keep it shut off. We do have window units because we're smart like that in the individual rooms. So what we've been doing is we've been spending our time upstairs in the rooms. But we'll be getting that fixed pretty soon, hopefully before the next CAPI Live, because it sucks being down here in the heat. It feels better outside than it does in my house right now. I promise you. It feels like a toaster oven in here. I set y'all up as co-hosts, meaning go to the events, set up, and start inviting folks. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Morgan. Absolutely. Thank you. My daughter tested positive. Oh, no. And it started showing symptoms yesterday. Well, I'm sure you guys will be okay. The recovery rate on that thing is like 7%, 98%, something like that. So we're going to claim it. But you guys are going to be fine. You just got to go through it. I know a lot of people that had COVID before we really knew what COVID was. Had it, got really sick, got over it, and now they're fine. They don't really report that. The mainstream media doesn't really report that. Thank you, Katie. 99.97% recovery rate. So, yeah, it just feels like a bad case of the flu. Yeah. My house, too, is an oven. Oh, bless your heart, Morgan. I know how you feel, baby. That sucks big time. We're on COVID corner right now. People all around us have it. Good Lord. Yeah, Beth and Tom, they're surrounded by it. But yes, we will definitely add you and your family to our prayer list. Absolutely. I'm not scared. Just feel like crap. I know you do, baby. I'm so sorry. I wish I could make it better. It will get better. You're absolutely right. We love our friends over at Sight. Jennifer has always been a great friend to the team. We're always wanting to help them guys out. They help us out sometimes. Jennifer answered the call to help us out a few months ago, and we were so appreciative of it. She's always around when we need her, and we really appreciate her for that. and she knows that we're always around when she needs us as well. All right, speaking of answering the call to help, we have CAPI Camp coming up. Who is all excited about CAPI Camp? I know I am. I get calls, emails, texts every day about CAPI Camp. These two CAPI camps coming up are shaping up to be the biggest CAPI camps we've ever had. What? Yes, the biggest CAPI camps we have ever had. They are shaping up to be huge. Huge, I tell you. Never seen anything like it. It's the biggest in the world. Never seen anything like it. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be so much fun, guys. Oh my gosh. If you have never been to a CAPI camp, you have not truly lived in the paranormal yet. It is so much freaking fun, guys. It starts out on Friday. I will get to the dates in just a second. But it starts out on Friday. Everybody starts arriving anywhere between noon and usually around 6 p.m. Everybody starts arriving. As you arrive, the first thing we do is usually set up tents, set up camp, get our camp set up and everything. Once we get the camp set, and the way we do that is when you get what I usually do when I get to CAPI camp, the first thing I do is well, usually I'm helping someone else put up their tent, but a lot of what normally what we do is when we first get there, you set up your tent. You find your spot, you set up your tent. If you're not the first one there, you might not get the best spot. So you got to set it up where you can get it up. All right. So I set up our tents, set up our camp, put everything down like we want to, and then we usually roam around and help other people set theirs up. And then once everybody's got their tents up and got their camp set and everything, then we do a meet and greet, which is usually, y'all know with CAPI, if you hear the words meet and greet, there's going to be meat and potatoes in there too somewhere, all right? So we don't just meet each other, we meet and potatoes as well. There's going to be food involved. So what we do is after we get everything set up, we start cooking. And we have a big, good dinner, a good feast. Um, and we sat around the campfire. We built a fire. We sat around the campfire on that Friday night, and we just chill. If anybody wants to do their cold beer, that's the time to do it. We can't have any hard liquor because we're in state parks, but you can have a beer if you want a beer. I have no problem with people bringing a cooler of beer or, whatever. So that's when we just sit around the campfire, chill out, maybe eat some s'mores, tell stories, and just get to know each other, and just have a really good time. Saturday morning, we wake up and we go to work around 10 a.m. ish, depending on how late we was up Friday night. But it's usually around 10 a.m. We start the class portion of the trip. You do the classroom portion. That usually goes into the afternoon. Excuse me. We break for lunch during the class, and then we come back and finish up. And then after the class, that takes up pretty much the morning. The afternoon, we'll do the hands-on training. That's where you get your training on the equipment. You get to know how to use all of the equipment that you're going to need to do an effective investigation. Everything that you possibly need is going to be on that hands-on. And then that evening, we start our official investigation. Now, the cool thing about Kaimulga, the one coming up in September, the place that we go to there, Kaimulga, is active. I'm not going to say the H word because I'm not ready to say that about that place yet, but it is active. They do have paranormal activity there, reports of active paranormal occurrences there quite often. After the investigation, we go and usually it's about bedtime around that time because we usually investigate pretty late because you can investigate as much as you want. I have had a lot of questions, just like I did last time. It seems like every CAPI camp I get this question. People ask me, can I go on my own? Can I go out on and investigate on my own? I even have people ask me, can I film this and use it for my channel and my team? And I tell them, no, you cannot do that. Now, if you get some evidence on your equipment, you want to take it back and put it on your team evidence list, and you want to show it on your show or Facebook or whatever, that's up to you. But you're not coming to a CAPI camp, going off by yourself and investigating, and then going to use it for yourself. I mean, come on. Really? Do we really have to have this conversation? Really? Anyway, so we don't, yeah, we're not going to, you don't go anywhere by yourself. Excuse me. We don't do that. But if there is still some non-sleep time left after investigation, we hit the campfire, we do some s'mores and tell some stories and just get to know each other even more. And we have so much fun doing that, y'all. Sunday morning, once everybody is up, we'll have a breakfast. We cook everything right there. If you're coming to either of the September or October camps, please still get with John on food, on what you're expected to bring as far as food. We do a potluck kind of thing there. Everybody just brings whatever. But I get with John, and he's managing the and coordinating all the food and stuff like that. That's one of his jobs as manager. So get with him on here, John. If you'll throw up your email for me, that way people can get to you and let you know about the what they're going to bring. So Sunday morning we get up. We usually do our as soon as we get up, we'll do our breakfast. We'll do our certificate presentation at that time, and then after that we do our pack up, where everybody packs up their camps and loads them up in their cars or RVs or whatever, and then usually we'll go and do hiking that day. If some people have to leave early, they go ahead and leave, but a lot of times we like to stick around a little while. So those that can and do want to, they'll stick around on Sunday, and we'll go and do our our hiking, and maybe even do a little bit more investigating and sightseeing and stuff like that. So that's what we do. And then after that's when we say goodbye to everyone and everybody goes home and we all cry. And if you want to come to the CAPI camp, but you don't need to take the class or just don't want to take the class, I get that question all the time. Well, can I come to a CAPI camp if I'm not going to take the class? Absolutely, you can. We still have a lot of fun, guys. The only difference is whenever you come to a CAPI camp and you're not taking the class, that Saturday morning when everyone gets up to do the class, you don't have to get up. And then that afternoon or late morning when you do get up, you can go hiking, boating, fishing, whatever it is you want to do. In some locations, you can even go swimming. I don't know if you can swim at Kaimoga. I'm not sure if you can swim at Kaimoga or not. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, so I don't know. But if you can go swimming. I know you can at the one in October at Paul M. Griff's. I know you can swim there. They got a whole section just for that. Yeah, so people ask me all the time, am I still going to have a good time if I come and I don't need the class? Is the whole thing just the class? No, it is geared towards the class, because that's our biggest class time is during Camp CAPI. That's the reason why we started it. But you can still come if you don't want to take the class. Even if you want to come and do the refresher course, all you have to do is the classroom portion of it for the refresher course. And of course, let's get into pricing. At Kaimoga, the spots that we rent for our tents are the RV spots. So here's how that works. They usually charge, I believe it's $15 a spot. All right. But you can get like 5-6 tents in a spot, depending on how big your tent is, how big everyone's tents are. But you can still get at least 5 or 6 in one spot. We usually only have to get maybe 2 spots. And everybody's fine. And then what we do is everybody just pays that $15. So if you've got 5 people in your spot, you're only going to pay $3. Now, we do have some people that want to rent their own spot. They pay $15 a night, and they want to rent their own spot. because they want the whole thing to themselves. That's fine. We don't have a problem with that. Whatever you want to do, do it. We try to always stay close so we can keep an eye on everyone, and just so we can be there for and everything. But if you want to get off behind by yourself and get your own little spot, that's fine too. You can do that, no problem. Now, it is a night. The charges are per night. CAPI doesn't charge you anything for the CAPI camp. You come to CAPI camp for free. If you want to take the class, it's $50 for the class. If you want to take the class and become a member of CAPI, there's a process to go through there. But if you want to do that, then it's $75 to be considered for the class. I mean, for the team membership. And we are looking for two investigators. And so, I mean, if you want to come and take the class, you'll pay the 50 or 75 if you want to be on the team for the class portion of it. You get your certificate, and all kinds of training, blah blah blah. Everybody knows the class is worth it. Everybody does. It used to be only be $25. We upped it, and people said you still need to up it. I've had people tell me I'd pay you $100 or more for this class. It'll never get that high, don't worry. But once you do that, you have to pay your camping fee too, not your CAPI fee, but your camping fee. You'll do. I'm so used to saying CAPI camp that I can't say either one of them without the other one now. But once you do the and whatever you're going to do with the class, then you'll pay the camping fee. Like I said, Kaimoga is $15 a spot. You can usually get 5 or 6 tents on a spot, so it only costs you about $3. All right, so it's not that bad. Now, Paul M. Grist, the one we're going to do in October, and I'm going to give you guys the dates in just a second. The one we're going to do in October is at Paul M. Grist. Those charges are $15 a tent. All right, there's nothing we can do about that. Sorry, it's worth it. It really is, because it's beautiful and it's just, oh my gosh, and everything that you can do while you're there is just freaking phenomenal. There's horseback riding, there's bicycling, there's swimming, fishing, boating, kayaking. I mean, hiking. It's friggin' phenomenal at Paul M. Grist. Another cool thing about the one in October is John, what's the name of the meteor shower that's supposed to be that night? We're going to have a meteor shower one of the nights that we're there that's scheduled. We didn't schedule it for that, and I don't think God scheduled it for us either. It just happened to happen at that time. So that's going to be another awesome there. Where we're at where we usually camp at Paul M. Grist is wide open. You can see the galaxy clusters of stars. I mean, it's just freaking gorgeous. It's nothing but sky. So that's another added bonus this year at the October event. So if you guys want to come, and Paul M. Grist, it's remind me how much it was. It was $13.52. It was a weird number, $13.52. Let's just say $14 a tent at Paul M. Grist. Yeah, thank you. I can't see it, but there, he just put the name of it up there. Where are my glasses? I don't know. But he just put the name of the meteor shower. It's supposed to be one of the nights that we're there. So you guys don't want to miss that. Even if we wasn't having a meteor shower, you didn't want to miss the CAPI camp. It's a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. We'll catch up with y'all's comments here. All right, that was the last thing I read. I'm not scared yet. Definitely. Johnny, remember what I told you and Katie about last night about in my kitchen? Yeah, another cool thing about the CAPI meet and greet where we're going is a haunted home. It's a haunted residence. They have activity there all the time. That's what Morgan was just talking about. She was talking to us last night about some activity she had there at her home, but that they've had it ever since they moved in there. The house was built in the early 1900s, and yeah, that's another cool thing about where we're going to do the meet and greet. It is a haunted location. All right, let's see. All right, John just popped up the link, but he didn't just do it. He popped up the link to the CAPI camp. You hit that and you can email him about the camp. Just talked to Nathan about, wait a minute, what? Just talked to Nathan. Oh, this is Katie. Just talked to Nathan about CAPI camp. Sounds like it is a big possibility. I will be at the one in October. Awesome. Looking forward to having you join us, Katie. She's been with us forever since we started the show, pretty much. And we've never actually got to see her because she lives so far away. She lives in Texas, San Antonio, Texas. So yeah, that's awesome that you're going to be able to make it to the. You'll like the one in Paul M. Griff's. You'll love that one. It's freaking gorgeous. Let's see. Best sore throat, cough, body aches, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, headache. Won't go away. Bless your heart, Jennifer. Just fight through it, baby. It gets better. It happened earlier today and woke me up. It grabbed my shoulder and just gently squeezed my shoulder. My husband and son were gone. My little one was in bed by me. That's too funny. That's too crazy. Yeah, so we're actually going to be having our meet and greet at a haunted house this next month. Fantastic. You know Beth's happy. Y'all, Beth and Katie have started this little friend love ship on here, so she's happy that Katie's coming. Sounds good. I know, Beth. I can't wait to finally meet you in person. Oh my gosh, that's going to be the happiest day ever of actually getting to see you in person, Katie. Food, best way to summon me. I hear you. Hey, we took the class in 2016. They sure did. They took the class in oh, don't hurt me for not remembering. Wetumpka. I hope I'm right. Yes, it's active on the place. I'm Melissa. Oh, y'all start to do this part. Negative Morgan, you aren't going anywhere, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to dip out. Okay, bye, Morgan. Good, we might go fishing since we took the class. Yeah, that's since you've already had the class, you could go fishing. Absolutely. But it's October. I don't know what's going in October. It'll probably still be warm enough to swim. Morgan, I understand I've had a hell of a day. The Cappy family makes it better. Please stay instead of going on your Netflix. I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, Jen. We love to be on the team. Okay, Backwoods. We'll talk to you about that. Absolutely. We are looking for two people. Sounds like we can do a mini investigation in the meet and greet. Possibly. We've talked about that, John. So that's a possibility. Yeah. Where's my gorgeous little Dakota? See, someone has noticed. I told her this was going to happen. There's no Dakota tonight. Oh my gosh. There's always a Dakota popping her head in, right? She is actually spending the night at her grandparents' house tonight. Um, Michelle's sister is in Mexico having a procedure done, a medical procedure. Um, it's not my story to tell, so I'm not going to talk about that. But she left her kids with her mom and dad, which is Michelle's mom and dad, which is Dakota's grandparents. And Dakota loves, she doesn't have anybody to play with here at our house because she's so much younger than all the other kids, and plus they're not here right now. So she jumped at the chance to spend the weekend with her cousins. So, yeah, she's staying at her mom's house, her grandmother's house tonight, her grandmother and grandfather's house tonight. And so we're Dakota free. Y'all notice how quiet it was, right? There's no Dakota. There's no Zoe poking her head in. But yeah, that's where she's at tonight, Katie. I'll let her know that you asked about her, though. She'll get a kick out of that. Johnny has just messed with the weather for the October campy camp. It's going to be 20 degrees again. I sure hope so, John. I would much rather it be 20 than 90. That's for darn sure. I sure hope it's 20 degrees. That would be great. What? No Dakota, no Margot, no Morgan? I know, right? What's wrong with tonight? All right, let's get into our topic, guys. I think that's everything. Book club, we got that coming up. If you want to be on the book club, get with Beth. Beth or John. Beth, throw up your email. John, put up the post or the link for the CAPI suggested books on the website, if you would, please, sir. If you want to be in the book club, Beth is still just waiting to have enough people to do it. I don't know how many she wants. I think it's 4. Beth, you can correct me if I'm incorrect on that. Please do. But I think she wants 4 people to. John, I won't make it if it's below 70 degrees. I hear you. I don't think it's going to be 20 in October. I promise you. But it is. They did say we are going to start cooling off early this year, though, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad. But thank you, John. Thank you, Beth. There's the book link. Go to that link. Get if you want to do the book club. First, email Beth, and once she gets enough people, we're going to start the book club. That's not going away. We're still going to do it. And then once you talk to her about being on the book club, go to, and she'll tell you all this too, but go to that link right there. See that one right there? Oh, it's going up. That one right there. And it says CAPIParanormal.com/books. Hit that link. Go and get The Demonologist. It is the story of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Yeah, get that book. And yeah, thank you, John. He just popped it up there. And that's going to be the book in the book club when we start that up. So if you want to do that, please do. All right. So I've been getting a lot of people talk to me about getting started in the paranormal, getting a team started. And I've seen a lot of teams struggle with getting investigations as well. Radar, that's right. I've seen a lot of teams struggle with finding investigations. I've seen a lot of teams struggle with getting started. I've seen a lot of teams struggle with finding like-minded people. Guys, back when we started CAPI Live, not CAPI Live, but back when we started CAPI, Central Alabama Paranormal Investigations, we didn't have as much social media access as we do now. I think MySpace was out when we first started CAPI. And MySpace and word of mouth. It grew from there. So, but today we've got a lot of stuff. I mean, there's so much. I'm not going to sit here and name all the social media accesses. There's so many. Facebook is a great one. YouTube is a great. What is it? Notebook. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and name them all. I don't know them all. I just do Facebook and YouTube. That's it. I don't have anything. I don't do Snapchat or Instagram or Twitter or any of that stuff. I don't tweet. But we do have all that stuff at our disposal now. So that's a great way to do it. If you're starting out your team and you're just one, that's how many I had when I first started investigating was one. That's it. I had one person, me. That's it. And I'll get into the equipment in just a second. But nowadays we've got a lot of help to where we can go on, say, Facebook and type in, hey, who wants to be on my team? who's into the paranormal, who lives close to me, and that's a great way to do it. I've met a lot of people by reading their posts like that, and a lot of people have met CAPI by doing that as well. So never never anything wrong with doing that. Please do use those tools at your disposal that are at your disposal instead of just kind of walking around and asking people, "You into the paranormal?" No. Okay, thank you. You into the paranormal? Sorry, ma'am, didn't want to bother you. Are you into the paranormal? Yes, minister. I'm so sorry. Thank you, sir. I didn't see the collar. Anyway. Are you into the paranormal? I mean, just keep doing. That's what I had to do. Um, but getting that team started is not as hard now as it used to be. Because now you can, like I said, just go on Facebook. I've seen a lot of people on Facebook in the last few weeks. They'll go on there and they'll say, "Hey, I'm in North Alabama. Is anybody into the paranormal? I'm looking to start a team." And then you go down and you scroll and there's like 20 people saying, "Oh man, I'm into it." Blah blah blah. And of course, you got some of the idiots that'll go on there and say, "I'm in North Alabama. Are you? I'm looking to build a team." And then you scroll down and look and says, "I live in Mobile and I'm interested." But most of them, most of the posts are from people that's close to it, close to those people. And so there's nothing wrong with doing that. Build your team up. That's your first thing you need to do. Oh, man, we need equipment. Man, we need places to go. The first thing you need to build your team is people. That's the first thing you need. When you're first starting your team out, you need people. That's what you need, not equipment, not locations, not experience, nothing. You need people. Okay, get people before you worry about anything else. All right, there's a reason why. We'll get into that in just a minute. Get your people up. All right, get as many people up as you can. Know that the people that you get up initially for your team probably will not be on your team at the end. Okay, the people that you first get on your team when you first start out probably will not be on your team at the end. All right, you're going to lose a lot of people. Okay, that's why you want to get a lot of people. I'm not saying you need a team of 30 people. We've had that. CAPI has been really close or over 30 at one time, and it's a logistics nightmare. I promise you, you do not want to do that. Do not build your team so big that it's just now. When you're first starting out, it's a good thing. Here's what happened to CAPI when we first started out. We got the people, that was no problem, but we needed the equipment to investigate. Guys, when I first started out, and I've told this a million times on here, but when I first started out into the paranormal, I had a pen and a pencil and a pad, a reel-to-reel recorder about the size of a briefcase. Later on, I got a video camera about the size of a boom box that you had to carry on your shoulder, a flashlight, and a Polaroid camera. I didn't have all that fancy stuff because when I first started out and had all that stuff, I didn't have all that fancy stuff for the fact that stuff didn't exist yet. Right? People ask me all the time, they're like, "Why is the paranormal so much more active now than it used to be?" And I tell them all the time, I say, it's not. We can see more of it now. We can catch more of it now. We can capture more of it now because technology's starting to catch up to the field. So once you get your people, don't do like I did. What happened with us is that as my team grew, I started building my equipment with the modern day stuff, but I was footing the bill. I was buying everything. I was saying, okay, someone's come up and said, "Hey, we need EVP recorders. We need some digital recorders." I said, "Okay," and we went out and we got some digital recorders. Somebody come up and said, "We need more cameras," so we went out and got cameras. Well, somebody said we need a video camera, so we went out and got a video camera. Somebody said we need blah 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 blah, more flashlights, all this stuff, and I was getting all this stuff. And of course, I had a few on the team that were also buying stuff, but not many. And of course, we were getting equipment cases and all this stuff and getting all of our equipment up. And Finally, I had to go to the team and say, guys, y'all got to start helping out. I'm getting killed here. My wallet is flat. I mean, I'm doing all the financial part here. So we need to worry about, getting our equipment built. It was the greatest thing I ever did. I found out that it wasn't so hard getting equipment anymore because now I had 20 people contributing to the fund. So do that. Get your people built up first. Once you get your people built up, the next thing you need to do is get your equipment built up. Well, why wouldn't you do the education first? Or why wouldn't you find the sites to get your equipment built up first? After you got your people, get your equipment. That's why you have those people, okay? Is to get the equipment built up, all right? Don't just come into this blind, all right? You've got your people. Y'all all contributed financially to get your equipment built up. The more people you have, the less money it's going to cost you. But remember, if you can only find 5 people and those 5 people don't make enough money to buy a whole bunch of equipment, remember, you don't have to have all this fancy equipment. All right. You don't have to have the audio systems like we have. You don't have to have the DVR system and the night vision cameras and all that stuff like that. It's all great to have. It's really fun to have. You don't have to have all this lighting equipment, blah, 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 all this crap. You don't have to have all this stuff. All right. All you have to have is your basic stuff. Just build on that as you go. All right. Build on it, build on it, build on it. All right. Even if you, like I said, if you've got 10 people on your team, but it's 10 broke people, that doesn't mean anything. That just means, okay, we're going to buy a cheap digital recorder. We're going to buy the cheap cameras. Polaroids are making a comeback. You can buy them pretty cheap. You can also buy them pretty expensive. But just get your equipment up. Get your people up, and then you get your equipment up. Now what we need to do, okay, we've got our equipment. We've got our people. Now what we need to do is we don't need to go into this blindfolded. We don't need to just watch a television show and start investigating. All right. One, getting your information from a television show is the stupidest thing in the world for a team to do. I'm not kidding you, because I haven't seen a television show yet, with the exception of one. The old Ghost Hunters, back before they sold out, were really great. And the new one that just came out, they're starting to they're acting like they used to act before they got all famous too. So the new one I actually kind of like too. They're kind of getting back to their old roots with the new one. So you can, and I'm gonna get y'all's comments. So just give me a second. But you can come to CAPI. I'm out there for every team out there. I love helping teams out. We even have a special price for teams. All right. If you guys are interested in the class and you want to take the class, let me know. I'll talk to you about the special pricing for teams. We have special pricing for teams. You don't pay that $50 a head. There's special pricing for teams. Why do we do that? Johnny, why would you do that? That's like competition. There's no such thing as competition in the paranormal, guys. All right. There's fellow researchers in the paranormal. Okay. Now, there's bad teams out there and there's bad investigators. Now, they're competition because we're trying to shut them down. All right. Just like there's so-called psychics out there that we definitely try to shut down, especially whenever they're taking advantage of people, like a couple that we're working on right now. We go and seek them out and expose them. Hey, Donna. Long time no see, girl. Welcome aboard. Geez, now I want Tom to be here. So get your experience. Don't get your experience from television. Please don't get your experience from television. Please don't do that, because you're going to become part of the problem instead of part of the research solution. Like I said, come to CAPI. We have special pricing on teams. Like I said, you're going to get to know how to do it correctly. You're going to get to know how to do it so that you're gathering evidence instead of problems, and making a bad name for yourself. And yes, that the news travels fast in the paranormal, guys. I'm not kidding you. You screw up the paranormal, people are going to know about it. I promise you. News travels fast in this field. I promise you that. So, but if you don't come to CAPI, there's other teams that offer classes. Google it. There's a bunch of teams out there that offer classes. Get in there and find them out. You're not going to find one cheaper than CAPI because all of them are trying to make money off of it. We don't try to make money off our class. That just goes to pay for the class. I promise you, $50 a head does not cover our class. $75 a team member does not cover our cost, okay? Because they get a free shirt and certificate and all this time, and believe me, it doesn't cover our cost. We do not get rich off the class, all right? We don't get rich off of anything right now, but we still do it because we love it so much, and we want people to know how to do the correct way. But get that education out there. Now, if you can't afford to do the class, if your team didn't get a whole bunch of equipment because you couldn't afford it, of course you can't afford the class either. Don't not do it because of that. All right, contact me. Contact John. Talk to us. Say, hey, we would love to take y'all's class. We really would. We're just starting out. We really want to get this right. We would love to take y'all's class. We just can't afford it right now. Do not do that because of money. Okay, I had someone talk to 3 people today about CAPI Camp. All 3 of them said they want to come, but I just have to catch you on the next time, man. Just let me know the next time you do it. I can't make it in September, October because I don't have the money. Don't not do it because of the money, guys. Please contact us. We will work with you on that. We have programs already set aside for that. All right. We have donors out there that will pay people's ways. We have payment plans. We have day of payment. We will work it out. All right. There's no problem there. I promise you. Do not do this because you can't afford it. That's my biggest fear, is that there's somebody out there wanting the class, wanting the experience, wanting the education, wanting the real paranormal, but they don't do it because they can't afford it. That's my biggest fear. Please do not ever not involve yourself in a CAPI event because of money. All right. And I'm not just saying CAPI camps, did I? I said events. If there's any event that we're going to and you guys want to go, but you just can't afford it, please don't not do it. Pick up the phone, shoot me an email, shoot Beth an email, shoot John an email, and just say, hey, I'd love to go. I just can't afford it. That's all you got to say. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm not saying do it on the show and say, hey, I'd love to come, but I'm a broke bum. We don't, we're not talking about that. Okay. That's silly. What private message me on Facebook, private message the team on Facebook, or John or Beth or Corey or Michelle. Tell us that you want to do this, but you just can't. Say, hey, I don't have the funds right now, but I'd really love to do this. I promise you're going to do it. All right. We're going to figure out something for you. I promise you. I've got people that are part of the CAPI family right now that I can call, text, message, email, whatever, and say, hey, I've got someone that wants to take the class, but they can't afford it right now. They just don't have the money. I have several right now that I promise you the next words out of their mouth would be, say no more, done, I'll pay for it. No questions. All right. Because that's just the kind of people CAPI family is. All right. I've done it myself. I've had people call me up and say, hey, I'd love to do this, but I can't afford it right now. Okay. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for your class and I'll pay for your tent fees. Well, I can't afford to bring any food right now. Got you covered on food. Well, that's a long drive, and I don't have a car right now, or I have a car, but I can't afford that gas. I'll pick you up. Go back and look. Go ask people that are on here. Go ask John or Beth. How many has Johnny ever went and picked somebody up and took them to a CAPI event and paid their way? Has that ever happened? Has other CAPI family members, because we don't say fans on here because we don't believe in that. We don't believe we deserve fans. We have CAPI family. That's what it is. It's not the fact that we don't deserve fans. We just don't put ourselves above people because we're a family. All right. And we act like a family too. Okay. So if there's anything you want to do with CAPI, you see an event coming up, whether it be a CAPI parade, CAPI camp, an open investigation. We got a lot of those coming up. We got one where we can sleep out under the stars and investigate all night or all weekend. Guys, if you do not have the money to do stuff like this, please do not let that be the problem. That's my whole point, okay? I can pick up a phone and I can call a bunch of people on here right now, and I promise you I'll find at least one. I'll find more than one, but I'll find at least one that will say, yes, I'll cover everything. Let them know it's taken care of. It happens all the time. All right. John got started with this from someone paying. He actually didn't need it, but I think he either wanted or someone offered it or something. I don't know, but he'll have to tell you guys. But it'll happen. Okay. So yes, I promise you. All right. Let's see. Let me catch up with y'all's comments here. Don't not get the education because of money. That's my whole point with all that rambling on. Because we'll take care of that. Okay. We've got that covered. Okay. The only thing CAPI will not drop is we don't like to drop any of the prices. We'll just work it out. We'll find someone else to pay it, or we'll give you a payment plan or whatever, because we're not in this for the freaking money, because I promise you we don't make any money. The only thing that we will not drop is the extra $25 if you want to be a team member. That has to be paid by you. All right. The only reason that's the way it's been since the start of CAPI. There's always been a 20. There used to be a monthly dues people had to pay because we had to get equipment, but we don't do that anymore either. I hated doing it because I don't like bringing money into this. And by the way, speaking of that, on 3 different occasions this past 2 weeks, I have been accused of being a scam artist. Yes, I know. It's funny, but I have been accused of being a scam artist and that I'm just taking advantage of people. Guys, I want to give y'all a little secret that some people don't know. Why do they make these things so damn hard to open? Couldn't survive that, could you? But I want to give you guys a little secret that a lot of people don't know. Right now, CAPI's not making any money on anything, okay? Merch actually costs me money, believe it or not. It actually costs me money to do merch. We've had a meeting about merch to revamp it because it literally costs me money to do merch. We're not making any money there. We've revamped it so it can either make money or stop costing me money. I don't care about a profit. I just want us to break even on it so I can quit paying for it. But yeah, merch costs me money. The classes, there's no money there. All that money goes right back into education. But yeah, I've been called the first thing I said the first time someone said that, they said, "Oh, you're nothing but a scam artist, man." The first thing I said was, "I'm not a very good one." I'm still waiting for that scam money to come in. I'm not a very good scam artist. I think the whole point of being a scam artist is to make money, right? I'm not doing that. I don't have any money. I left out the most important part. In my uh, scammers class, I didn't make it that day. I was sick the day they talked about how to actually get money out of it. So, because I don't know how to do it, obviously. I'm not very good at it. But yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because I thought it was funny. Um, it was mostly people that were either running scams. They were running scams on our page, our Facebook page, and I blocked them off the page, and they come back later. And then there was one that a female that got our um, feelings hurt because someone just asked them a question. Our co-founder just said, "How do you know this?" And they just went off. And yeah, that was the first one that said, "You're nothing but a scam artist taking advantage of people." And I was like, "Where the hell is the money? I forgot that part. That sucks, man. I want the money part of the scam because I'm certainly not making it." But yeah, this is certainly. I hope everybody knows that this is certainly not any type of scam because there's no money. That's the whole point of a scam is to get some money, and we don't get any money. The whole point of this is, hey, John Anthony, I just saw you on, buddy. Um, Glad you made it. The whole point of a scam is to make money, and promise you, CAPI is making zero. We're making no money. We don't charge for CAPI camp. All right, we don't charge people to come to CAPI camp. There's no charge for that. How am I scamming anyone? There's no charge. It's free. Well, no, it's not free. You just said that at one of the places the spots are $15, and another place the spots are almost $14 per tent. And blah. That doesn't go to me. That goes to the camp. That doesn't come to CAPI. We don't pay for that. We don't get any money from that. We're just telling you how much that park charges for you to put a tent on their land. That's how that goes straight to them. That's the first thing we do when we get to Paul M. Grist and Kaimoga is we go in and we pay the bill to be there all weekend. And we don't go in there as a group. I don't just go out and collect money from people and take a big wad of money up there and say, hey, I want to pay for 10 tents or 20 tents. I want to pay for all this, blah, blah, blah. No, everybody goes in when they get their stuff. Usually as soon as they get there, they'll stop at the registration place and they'll pay their money and blah, blah, blah. Then they go set up, or I have some that'll go set up and then come back. And then Paul M. Grist, it's so laid back, you can just go straight out to your campground and they'll come by later and just get it from you later on. Roger will run out there on his mule and get you taken care of. None of that money comes to CAPI. All right. Well, you just said there's a class fee. You got to pay for that. There's $50 for a class. Well, you're making money there. No, we're not making any money there. I promise you. We don't make any money at all doing the class. All that money goes right back into education. All right. We got to buy paper. We've got to pay for the time. We've got to pay for the certificates. All that money goes right back in. All right. Well, it's $75 if you want to be a member. There you go. That's $25. You get a T-shirt. You get a free T-shirt. That's the only reason there's an extra charge there. Is you're buying a shirt, basically, a $20 shirt. Promise you, CAPI makes no money off of this. You're going to find out when you start your team if that's what you're going to do, because I got a lot of people that wants to come to CAPI camp so they can start a team. I'm going to get to y'all's comments. Give me a second. But when you start your team, you're going to find out that you got people on there that says, oh, well, why do you need money for this? Why do you need to get this paid for? Why do you need? Well, so we can use the freaking equipment. You're going to get that. All right. It's going to happen. That's why I said the people that start out your team, unless you're tight, really good tight. And sometimes that doesn't even matter either. But unless you're family, those aren't going to be on the team forever. I promise you. You're going to have animosity. You're going to have problems. Everybody goes through it. Just grit your teeth, stay focused, keep moving forward. If someone wants to leave, let them leave. If they didn't burn that bridge later on, they can come back. I've had people leave the team and then call me up and say, hey, I'd love to come back. And I don't think twice about it. I said, okay, I'll see you this weekend. Be here this weekend. And yeah, you're back on. I've also had people leave the team and then call me up and say, I want to come back. And I'm telling them, the first thing out of my mouth is, I don't feel like that's a good idea. I think we kind of went through a little too much to be able to walk across. I think you burned that bridge. I think it's over with. Or I think I burned that bridge, whatever the case may be. All right. So you're going to have that. All right. But when you get started, you're going to have those people that question you. They're going to say, when you say, okay, guys, we can't keep doing this without an infrared camera. We've got to have a night vision camera. I've just priced one. It's $250. All right, there's 10 of us. Let's divvy up. Let's go get this thing. That's $25 a head. Let's go get one. And you're going to have somebody on there that's going to say, well, why would you need 25 each? Why can't, this person, they make more money than I do. Why can't they pay 75? Or why can't this person pay 50? You're going to have that. Unfortunately, it exists. You're going to have somebody that questions no matter what you do. That's just part of having a big team. You need that big team when you're first starting out. You really do. Unless you're rich, you need that team when you're first starting out. Believe me, they're going to dwindle down. All right. You're going to find out who your friends are, basically. All right. You're going to find out those people that go out there and do it one time. Guys, I've had people go out, take the class, participate in the hands-on, participate in the investigation, go gung-ho, straight head into it. I'm looking at them saying, man, I got a damn good investigator there. The very first investigation, I had a guy walk into a church we were doing in Laurel, Mississippi. I had a guy, he had done, we didn't have the class then, but we just did like a training thing. He done that. He did he got to know all the equipment. He did everything that you're supposed to do to get on the team. And he was great. We walked into this church. As soon as we got to the middle of the church, we heard something. Now Not going to repeat what it was, but we heard something. Um, he said, nope. Turned around and walked back out and said, do not call me again. Do not ever call me again. I'm done. There's nothing wrong with that. That guess, you know what that made him? A douchebag. No. You really know what that made him? An asshole. No. What that made him was normal. Okay? He couldn't do it because he's normal. If you can do this job, if you can start a team and you can do this effectively, you're not normal. You're paranormal. Okay? That's why at the end of every show I say, you guys have a paranormal week, because I don't want you to be normal. I hate normal. I want you to be paranormal. I want you to be not normal. I want you to be the opposite of normal. All right? Because normal is boring and exact opposite of what we try to do, right? But you're going to have that, guys. It's going to happen. All right? If you're friends with that guy, still be friends with him. Talk to him, on the weekends. Go have a beer, when you're not investigating. Just know that he's probably not going to want to have anything to do with your paranormal part. All right? It's no big deal. It's like having a Democrat friend. You love them, but you don't want to talk politics with them. Right? So, but all right, let me catch up with y'all. So, okay, I've seen that. Never investigate alone. Absolutely never investigate by yourself. Ever. That's just dumb. Okay, guys, investigating alone is just dumb. Let's just set all the paranormal stuff aside. Let's just say I've investigated by myself before too, and I was almost pushed down an elevator shaft. Let's say that, and it was been 2 floors. Probably not enough to kill me unless I hit my neck or broke my back or something, but it probably wouldn't have killed me, but it could have broken my legs. So now I'm at the bottom of this, excuse me, mercy. So now I'm at the bottom of this elevator shaft. This didn't really happen. I'm saying this could have happened. I was pushed into the open elevator, and it would have been 2-story drop onto the top of an elevator. And actually, no, it would have been a 2-story drop onto the bottom of the shaft. The elevator was up. So I caught myself before I went in, thank God. But I was by myself. Nobody knew I was there. I didn't call anyone and say, hey, I'm going to be at this location investigating, blah, blah, blah. Stupid, I know. But I think sometimes, you get that mentality. I've been doing this so long. I know what I'm doing. I can do it. No, don't do that. Don't be that guy. I've been that guy, and it's stupid. After I got pushed almost into that shaft, it started going through my head like, you don't need to be here by yourself, man. This could go bad really quick. I could have fallen when I was pushed, paranormally pushed into that shaft, into that opening. If had I fallen and broken my legs and couldn't come out, I would have died in there. No one would have ever known I was there. If no one came in, and this place wasn't used, it was abandoned. It was I did have permission to be there. I had permission to run. I had the run of the place. I could go anytime I wanted to, but no one knew I was there that day. So don't do it by yourself. Not just paranormal reasons. There are things out there that you come into contact, like that church I was talking about. No one needed to be there, by themselves that wasn't experienced. At that time, I wasn't experienced enough to deal with what was going on there. Now, if that happens, I make my team leave and I take over by myself. That's the only time it's okay to do it by yourself. If you're talking about something so dark or demonic, or we'll get into that on another show. But actually, we won't. But people keep trying to get me to, but I'm not doing that. No, I am not talking about demonology. Sorry. You're going to have to experience that one on your own. I'm not teaching you or talking to you. Or I don't even do it in the class. I started to, but we have a little portion of in the class where I tell people to get the hell out. That's what you do. What do I do if it's an investigation and I, without a shadow of a doubt, or I just think there's a possibility that it's a demon possessing this? What do I get out? Leave. Don't go there. Don't investigate. Leave. Call CAPI. We want to go. But if you're not experienced, don't do it. All right. All right. Anyway, uh, yeah. So don't do it by yourself. It's just dumb. Always get permission. Thank you, John. There's a reason why I love your big ass. Get permission to be there, dudes. Come on. I see it every single day. I see it on Facebook. I see it on YouTube. I see it every single day where people are going out investigating and they don't have permission to be there. Y'all don't do that. Please don't do that. I had a never mind. I'm not even going to say. I'm not even going to talk about that. But it's a stupid thing to do. Don't do it. You're going to get there's places, and they're growing every day, y'all. People, municipalities, and state governments and stuff like that are starting to put paranormal laws in the books. All right. It used to be just places like San Francisco and um, Louisiana, New Orleans, and Savannah, and parts of Atlanta and Selma. It used to be those little places that had these little rules and regulations, these city ordinances and county ordinances that said you can't be investigating the paranormal here at this time or by yourself, or if you're caught trespassing, all this stuff. More and more places are adding paranormal laws to the books, guys, because there's more and more idiots out there that wants to go in and break and entering and destroy property and destroy historic sites and stuff like that. Guys, y'all don't freaking do it. If you don't have permission to be there, don't be there. There used to be a team in the river region that was very big. Everybody knows them. I can name 3 of the people that on that team, and somebody on here, I guarantee you, will know them. I didn't get along with them very well because I didn't like the way they did things. They didn't like me very much either, so that's fine. Um, but I know that they went to Cahaba uh, and were arrested. I got a phone call. That's back when we were the paranormal residential paranormal team for the Cahaba Park, the first state capital. Um, I got a phone call and said, "Hey, we caught so and so investigating, or the deputies called them last night out investigating. Do you know them?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know them." "Were they out there because with your permission?" "No, I had no idea they were coming out there, and I wouldn't have given anybody permission to be out there by themselves without CAPI there." And they said, "Okay, just making sure." They were arrested. They went out there. The deputies went out there, saw them next to a house with flashlights and digital recorders, and that was enough for them. They said, "You guys are investigating the paranormal." They might not have been investigating the paranormal. They were investigating the paranormal, but they might not have been, but they had the equipment for it, and they were trespassing somewhere they wasn't supposed to be after dark. And so, at this particular spot, the sheriff then, I don't know about the sheriff now, I'm sure it's the same way. The sheriff said, "If you're called out here after dark, you go to jail. We don't give you warnings. We don't slap you on the wrist and say, don't do that. We don't call the park the next day and say, hey, this person was out there. If you want to ban them for life, whatever, blah, blah, blah." No, you go straight to jail. And if it's on a weekend, Monday, you'll see a magistrate. So you're going to spend the weekend in jail. All right. So, yeah, don't do it. Just flat out don't do it. If you do not have permission to be there, don't be there. When you're building your team, because that's the topic tonight is getting started. When you're building your team, if you fake evidence, if you trespass, if you destroy property, if you go against a client's wishes, and yes, word of mouth will destroy your team. I've seen it happen a million times. Word of mouth will destroy your team. All right. If you are destroying historical landmarks, that happens all the time with investigators, y'all. Happens all the time. If you're doing that stuff in the paranormal field, once you lose your respect, once you lose your notoriety, your credibility, once you lose that and it's gone, you're done. Okay, go collect marbles or stamps for a hobby. You're done in this field. All right. Um, you won't get investigations. You won't get team members. You won't get calls from other teams for help. You won't get jack. I promise you. All right. I've had teams call me up and say, "Hey, I guess you heard. You know what happened?" "Yeah, I heard. What the hell were y'all thinking?" Well, we got a few that wants to come over and be with. Hell no, I don't want to be associated with you guys. I'll have a beer with you Saturday or Friday. Saturday, you're not going to be at my investigation. No, no, no. All right, not happening, Captain. All right, we don't want to have nothing to do with you guys. You're tainted. All right, you now have paranormal leprosy. You got to go. All right, we don't play. All right, so if you don't have permission, don't be there. Katie says I'm needed. You're always needed, Morgan. Johnny wanted to know who was bringing the pear salad. Like that. Don't do that, Katie. Really? Dedicate to my summoning ritual. I added cake to my summoning ritual. Does that mean you're bringing cake or you're summoning it? I can't remember because I went to message you. I don't know what that means. Keep it simple, keep it small. John is bringing macaroni, bring baked beans too. Johnny is bringing fried chicken and biscuits. Beth is bringing green beans and tea. I'm doing pear salad, collard greens, cornbread, and acquiring my brothers. My brother's potato salad. My aunt is bringing some homemade apple pies, and Donna is bringing drinks. Man, we're gonna have it. We got it set up, man. It's written in the Bible, the dead will walk. The batteries are your. I saw that, John. Batteries are your biggest expense. Yes, batteries are your biggest expense. Thank you, John. If you're gonna start a team, equipment, get your equipment. Just know batteries are going to be your biggest thing. What we do as a team, CAPI, we take turns buying batteries. Like John will buy batteries, Beth will buy batteries, I'll buy batteries, John will buy batteries, Beth will buy batteries. I'll buy, we take turns buying them. Cheese, oh, I love cheesecake, Morgan. Cherry, strawberry, cherry, strawberry. Oh, Morgan, I hope you can come. Yeah, you're right, John. Smartphones do, but I don't want to go into that because that just starts getting everybody worked up on apps and all that crap. And what he's saying there is don't get apps for your equipment on your phones because none of that crap is real. If it's an app on your phone, it's trash. Don't use it. But you do have digital recorder on your phone. You have flashlight on there. You have video. You have still shots. You can use that because our computers went from the size of a VW Bug to this, and even smaller than this too. I mean, this is one of the smaller ones. Um, the case makes it look huge, but it's actually the G7 thin Q, the thin G7Q, something like that. I don't know. I don't know all that fancy talk, but it's pretty small when you take it out of here. It's thin. It's really really thin. That's the whole name. Thin Q. Blah blah blah. But I have to have a case because I drop it all the time. As you can see, it's broken. I sat on it, or actually I fell on it. My butt bent it, so it's kind of bent a little bit. But yeah, we've got everything we need to know. We'll have right in here. Just don't do the apps. All right, stay away from the apps. All that crap is trash. Don't do that. Especially don't pay for an app. Only thing we have is two recorders, our phones, and flashlight. There's nothing wrong with that, backwoods. There's nothing wrong with that at all, bro. You've got it made. There you go. You wouldn't perform surgery after watching a medical TV drama. Some people would, John. They're just that stupid. No one bring tomatoes. Johnny and my aunt are both allergic to them. Yeah, don't bring tomatoes because we'll get y'all. It won't be a good day. Y'all won't have an appetite after I get sick. I promise you. Make sure all foods are diabetic friendly. Yes, absolutely. Everyone like and share the stream. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. If you guys haven't already done so, please go hit the like button. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Remember, we get 3,000 subscribers on this channel. John and I are going to have this right here tattooed on our bodies somewhere. All right. So we're almost at 2,000. So all we need is another 1,000 or so. We'll have this tattooed on our bodies. No, we have a spot available. No, we don't have a spot available for the meet and greet. Night home in October. Yeah, Donna, I'm glad you said that. I had someone call me and tell me that you were going to do a meet and greet in October for CAPI. I appreciate the offer, but probably need to contact CAPI before you start saying you're going to do a meet and greet for CAPI. That should be the first person you invite. It's CAPI. If you're going to do a CAPI meet and greet, probably should let CAPI know you're doing a CAPI meet and greet. We can't do one in October. If you had contacted us, we would be able to tell you that. We can't do one in October. We don't have a meet and greet in October because we just don't have an open slot to do it. Same reason we didn't have one this month, because we just don't have an open slot to do it. We did have one day off um, this month, but we it was just so that we can take a breather. Yeah, but October we're booked. Um, you're more than welcome to come to the one in September the 12th at Morgan's. I think you've already said you're planning on being there. That's awesome. Yeah, we're not doing one in October. Okay, so in the future, just let us know first, and then that way we can help you out and let you know what days are available. All right, appreciate that. All right, I'm going to have one. Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Only time available in December. We have available right now is in December. Johnny, I think you should have a bunch of pins made to leave at marriage offices, crossing there are plenty of net. Guten Tag. So is it December was supposed to be here in San Antonio, Beth. That's right. December was supposed to be at Katie's. After COVID and nobody got any money, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But we're going to still try our best to get there, though. Oh, we're still going to come to San Antonio. We just don't know if it's going to be by then. We're taking the class in September. Yep, Michelle and them said they're going to be at the event in September. We're looking so much forward to having the Davis family. We love them so much. Sorry, I lost my. It clicked and I lost it. Man, it clicked way up. Okay, I'm not going to keep doing this. I might just get you guys to, if there was an important post, just to redo it. Okay, here's where I was. I can do a meet and greet in December. Okay, Donna, we'll talk about that. Never hesitate to ask me if anyone needs financial help to get to a camper class. Oh, Katie, that's sweet of you. I stumped Johnny on a paranormal location in Alabama. That's right. That's what Al John did it. Thank you. I just now saw that, John. He stumped. We had a stump the host contest, and he did it. He stumped me on something, and he won. Then the prize was a free class. There's no way you're a scammer who said that. There's no way you are a scammer who said that. We will go kick butt. Thank you, Donna. Katie, you're so sweet to offer that. I'd be glad to help too. I need a job, but when I go, I'm going to go on a day early so I can give it to whoever so they'll know how much they can. There's no way you even resemble a scam artist. That sickens me. I, it was just people with their feelings hurt, John. That's all. They had their feelings hurt because they were getting kicked off the page and they couldn't scam people anymore. So that's the first thing out of their mouth. I mean, it's just stupid. But like I said, if if I'm a scam artist, I'm the worst scam artist ever because I scam people so I can pay money. I wouldn't work with a scammer. No, she sure wouldn't. She'd kill me if I became a scammer. That's for sure. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who's been a big old POS before. Oh my gosh, I don't think you've ever been a POS. Well, I don't know. You could have been before I knew you. These people are accusing him of scamming. They were in process of trying to scam others. I called them out on their scams. Johnny backed me up. Then they started attacking Johnny. Yeah, if you get rich in the paranormal, you are a scam artist. That's probably much the only way you can get rich in the paranormal is to be a scam artist. Happy's an awesome family. Thank you, Katie. Zach Baggins call. Hey, big dog. Sorry I was late. Just walked in the door. How about you been here? Call Chris Garcia. Call. Never heard of Chris Garcia. That's a good thing. He's one of the psychic scammers that we've been exposing. Not feeling it. Hey, Morgan, my son can read. He saw that. He's crying. What? Very close. What did he see? Are you being serious with that? That your son is crying? Yes, John. I'm going to talk about that in just a second, buddy. Spent lots of time on the Bragg Boulevard Strip, calling back in this. They'll investigate with me. My friend sucked. because your team is supposed to be a team effort. And, that was funny, Katie. All right, I think that's just dribble. If I missed something, y'all let me know. There was a big one. Oh, the dog is your son. Okay, I got you. You have a Chihuahua, and she said she'll like. Okay, I got you. All right, cool. I was like, I didn't see anything she said that would make somebody cry. Best place to get batteries is Dollar Tree. I agree and disagree. Backwoods. Um, I like getting batteries from dollar stores, but a lot of times you do that and they just don't work. They're crap. But sometimes you can get some good ones though. I agree. I think John last time he bought from where'd you buy from, John? Dollar General or Target, somewhere like that. And they worked out pretty good. We're still using them actually. I've got to get some now. It's my turn to buy batteries, so I got to get some now. All right, John wants me to talk about our voting process because that's part of getting started too, is getting people on your team. If you want to do away with animosity on your team, and what, I can't tear them, okay? But if you want to do away with animosity and drama on your team, this is the way to do it. Once you get established and you got your team going, and you find out, hey, I need some more people, like we do right now. We're definitely established, been around for a while, um, and we need more people. We need at least two more investigators right now, so we're looking for investigators. Probably we're going to get them out of these two classes coming up. Probably going to get them out of these two classes. I'm hoping. I'm pretty sure we're probably going to get our two investigators. I would actually like to have four more investigators, but I don't want to go too high. But we may get all four out of these next classes, these next two classes. I've seen some people that right now I'm thinking they probably will be good to go. So, but anyway, here's how CAPI does that. When someone says, "Hey, I would like to be a part of the team," I would not. I've been a fan or I've been a family member for a while. I want to. I really like what you guys do. I want to be a part of your uh, your team. So we say, okay, no problem. Here's what you got to do. Here's our process. You tell us you want to be a part of the team. The first thing you do is take the class. All right. The class costs you $75 because you got to pay that $25 entrance fee. All right. That's never going to change. It's always going to be there. All right. The reason I do that is because if you're paying for it, you're serious. All right. That's the only reason. That's the only reason I do that. It's always been $25. It'll never go up. Um, it just pays for your T-shirt that you get because you're a team member. So it's not really, we don't really do anything with it. And even team members have to pay for merch. We don't get free merch. All right. I didn't get this for free. All right. All our team members have T-shirts. We get a T-shirt when you first join, but that $25 pays for that T-shirt. And then after that, if you want merch, you got to pay for the merch. You got to buy the merch. Um, Paramount and I have been talking about giving our team members a break on price, but yeah, you still have to pay for your merch. But anyway, what we do is you take the class for $75. Once you've taken the class, you've done all three portions of the class. You've done the class room, you've done the hands-on, and you've done the investigation. Now that investigation is part of the class. It doesn't count as your investigations. It is one of your investigations. Okay. Depending on that investigation, sometimes I'll let it count. but it never counts as your vote on investigation. After you've done all three of those things, the very next investigation we have, you go on. All right, no matter where it's at, you go on. You're part of the team, so you go on that investigation, whether it's private or not. Once we're done with that investigation, your performance during that investigation, your ability to apply everything you learned in class and training into that real world scenario, or that real, it's not a real world scenario, it's a real world investigation. Your ability to negotiate and perform, and your show of respect and ability to follow directions, and because this can be a dangerous, job. It can be really dangerous. You can get hurt doing this. So if you can't follow directions, we've had people that didn't make it on the team because they couldn't follow freaking directions. We've had people that I thought were going to be on the team that didn't make it because they just couldn't freaking follow directions. Right? The bad thing about teaching adults is once you get them taught and you bringing them out there, sometimes they're like, I'm a grown man, I'm a grown woman, I don't have to listen to you. Well, yeah, you do. If you're going to be on this team, you do. If you don't want to listen to me, you have that right. You're absolutely right. Goodbye. All right. But once you do that investigation, good night, Morgan. Okay, I will. Absolutely. Then lied about it. Yeah, right. Exactly. Couldn't follow directions and then lied about not following directions. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. But yeah, you're right. That's that person did that. But once we've done that investigation and we see you perform in the field, then the team's going to get together either that same night or probably a couple of days later. We're going to get our next meeting or whatever. We're going to get together and we're going to say, hey, how did Bob do on the investigation? John, what do you think? Well, he followed directions. He did this and this and this. All right, Beth, what do you think? Well, I think he could probably make a pretty good investigator, but I didn't like the way he did this and blah 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 blah. What do you think, there, Tom? Well, I didn't get to spend a whole bunch of time with him, but from what I saw, blah 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 blah. And then I'll talk about what I think, and then we vote. I'll say, what say you? And every member will tell me yes or no. If every member says yes, we call that person up and we say, hey, congratulations, you made it on the team. We've ordered your shirt. You're on the team. You're there. If one person says no, this is what gets a lot of people. I've had people say, well, 4 people out of 5 said I could be on the team. Why can't I be on the team? All right. We don't do it that way. It's not a majority vote. All right. It's not a majority wins. It has to be unanimous. Every person on the team has to say yes for you to make it on the team. Every single one of them. If one person has a problem with you, they have to tell us why they had a problem with you. We have to talk about that. But we don't have to tell you that. I'll just call you up or go to you in person or whatever availability is. And I'll say, hey, appreciate you trying out. You could try out again later if you'd like. But right now it's a no. All right. Or I'm going to come to you and say, it's a no from forever. You can never be on this team. You're a complete freaking moron. And y'all, I don't mix words, okay? And I don't tell people stuff that I won't tell them to their face. And there's not much I won't say to your face. I fear no man, but I am a little afraid of bees. So, because I'm allergic. But um, it, it is what it is. You either make it or you don't make it. And the reason why we do that, people always say, well, why do you have to be so harsh? Why does it have to be like that? Well, because the one thing I pride about CAPI is we have no drama on it. We have no drama on our team, and we have no animosity on our team. Everybody loves each other. We're a little family. It's wonderful working with everybody that's on the team. It's freaking amazing. I'm so scared when we bring somebody else in like we have in the past, the recent past, it's going to blow up in our damn face. I'm scared of that happening, but we got to give it a shot because I need at least 2. I need 4, but I need at least 2 investigators right now. All right, there's been times where we couldn't go on investigations because we just didn't have the manpower. All right. We couldn't schedule double investigations when we needed to because we just didn't have the manpower. So I want to eliminate that. I need 4, but I'm looking for 2 right now. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, that's how we do it. It's how it's always been. It's how it's probably always going to be. Oh, I didn't see Margot jump in there. Hey, Margot, welcome. All right, so you've gotten your team, you've gotten your equipment, you've gotten your education, you've gotten your experience. You're doing it. Now, what do we need? Tell me, somebody. What do we need? We've gotten our team, we've gotten our equipment, we've gotten our experience, our education, we've gotten a little bit of experience under our belts. We've gotten our reputation and our credibility. What's the next thing we need? What do we need? And remember that credibility and reputation is going to come from your actions. All right. Misspelled the commands on another investigation. I was so and so when is the next one. I may have missed the comments on another investigation. I was sewing. So when is the next one? The next open investigation. Are you saying when's the next investigation that you can attend? Is that what you're saying, Donna? I don't think we have any that are open before UK. A place to investigate. Thank you, Backwoods. Exactly. That's where we need to. That's what we need now. Is we need place to go. We need clients. We need investigations. How do we do that? Well, if you're first starting out, the best way to do that is your reputation. All right. People ask me all the time, how does CAPI do it? Because I can show you 5 videos right now from YouTube, or not from YouTube, but from Facebook. A couple on YouTube too, where people are on there begging for investigations. They're like, we can't find anywhere to investigate. We need people to help us out. Where can we go? Find us an investigation. You can go. Find us an investigation. You'll win the contest. Blah, 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 blah. They're doing all kinds of stuff. And I just sit back and laugh. I just look at them and I'm like, wow, seriously. Your reputation. That's how CAPI did it. That's how we did it. We started out, this team, I didn't start out in Selma, but this team started out in Selma. And actually, I think I did start out in Selma. Yeah, I did. I then moved to Mississippi. Anyway, um, reminiscing. This team started out in Selma, Alabama. Uh, it was very hard for us to get started because um, Rick and Bubba and another team that I won't even give the grace of mentioning, um, did a lot of bad things in Selma, did a lot of faking evidence, did a lot of lying and trespassing, and people just had a bad taste in their mouth about the paranormal and teens in general. They just didn't like them. So it was really hard for us to get started. So what did I do? I went through a few steps. Let me put it that way. The only reason I don't want to go in detail what I did right now, I've said it on here before, but tonight I don't want to go in detail on here because I don't know who else is going to see this. And I have a couple of teams that I don't want to know how to do it because I don't want them bothering people that I know. I don't want them bothering clients, if you understand what I'm saying. And I want to go there first. So that's the only reason I'm not going to go there. I'll private talk to people. If you want to know our steps on how to do that, how to get investigations, call me or PM me. Don't call me. Don't call me. PM me, and we'll talk. But yeah, but the biggest step is your credibility and your reputation. Just do that. What I did, one of the things I did was I kind of got lucky. I did a few steps, but that put me in the doorway of a person that came up to me and says, "Hey, I've been hearing a lot about your team. Really love what I'm hearing. There's a lot of interest in this town and this county for what you're doing. We love you. I've talked to some people that you've added as clients. They've got nothing but great things to say about you guys. Remember that word of mouth. Word of mouth. How you treat your clients and how you treat your investigations is how you're going to get treated. All right. If you go in there and you trespass where you don't have permission, if you go in there and you do an investigation and you never talk to that client again, I've also been accused of that, of leaving my clients in the dry and not talking to them ever again. And I called the person out that said it was on a live, and I called them out. I said, name a name. They said, we're not going to name any names, but you won't even contact this client, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, name a name. Go ahead, name a name. I don't care. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to name. No, name a name, because I know you're a freaking liar, and I know you're lying right now because you're a POS, and everybody on here knows you're lying because you won't name a name. Name a name. They wouldn't do it because they couldn't. And so they were so adamant about it. I even called my team the next day and said, hey, we didn't do this, blah, 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 blah. They're like, no. I said, okay, just making sure. I didn't think so. But I said, just making to make sure. But yeah, your reputation is going to follow you for the rest of your team's life. Okay? Your reputation and your credibility is going to follow you. If it's bad, you're done. Like I said, go collect stamps or coins, as your hobby. Don't just get out of this, because you're done. You're not going to get anything. All right. And when you do, none of it's going to believe your evidence, because you have no credibility. All right. So your reputation is your biggest thing. This person approached me and said, hey, we love what you're doing. We love the outcome. We've talked to many of your clients. They love you. You're a breath of fresh air in this field. We would love to do an article on you. We would love to do a front page article in the local newspaper, and we just want to talk about you. We've been approached by television stations. Hey, we want to do a news broadcast for you. We've been approached by radio stations. Hey, we want to do a broadcast with you. I've got a couple of those coming up, as a matter of fact. We've been approached by network television wanting us to come and do a show. That didn't work out because we hung on to our integrity when they said we couldn't. And that's fine. I don't care. Like I said, we're not in this for the money. But it's your reputation. That's what you ask anyone in the paranormal field, and you say 20 names of teams that have popped up in the last 3 years, and they're gonna look at you like, who? Really? They named their team that? Are you serious? And there's some bad names out there, y'all. I knew one that was called SPIT, SPIT, SPIT. Southern Paranormal Investigation Team, I think it was. Yeah, so yeah, be careful with what you name. But CAPI is just so cute and sweet. It's like Casper. But that was the one of the inspirations for CAPI, by the way. I didn't just say Central Alabama Paranormal Investigations, CAPI, CAPI. That sounds good. We really worked on that, okay? But anyway, because I did that, well, what that article did, that's where I got lucky. What that article did for CAPI was it opened people's eyes in the community and opened people's eyes in the in Central Alabama to what a real paranormal team should be, and what a real paranormal team acts like, how they conduct themselves, how they handle evidence, how they handle client confidentiality. That it opened their eyes to this, and that was awesome. Then we started getting just phone calls, emails, text messages. I mean, we just started getting, it blew the hell up, y'all. We went to the I'm not gonna say where we went, but we went to a certain place in the community and asked them about stuff. And then it turned into me and a person talking one day and saying, hey, we did this in this town one time and it really worked out great. What do you think about doing something like that here? And we created the Selma Walking History Tours with that group. We created the Haunted History Tours in Cahaba with that. Same thing in Wetumpka. We created the Haunted History Tour in Wetumpka. They still do it. Well, I think they just stopped doing it because they have a new director, and they don't believe in that. But I've heard that the merchants around town are going to be fighting to bring it back, so it may be coming back. So y'all keep your ear out for that. But yeah, we've started these haunted history tours and these paranormal history fact finding and all that stuff. We've got more coming up. By the way, the little little nudge, nudge, wink, wink, elbow, elbow there. Um, we have some more of those coming up. There's some towns that John and I have been looking at, and we're going to go into and talk to, and and look at maybe doing some more history tours, setting up some more history tours with them. We love doing that because it gets people into the paranormal. We get in their face, and we got them right there, in the basement or the corner of this haunted Victorian home or something, and we get to tell them what the real paranormal is. We've gotten more people to take the class than we have than any other way by doing those tours. No lie. More people have come to our class because of the tours than any other way, except for people wanting to be on the team, of course. But and people ask me, okay, well, you just said you don't make any money doing the class, but yet you still do the class every chance you get. You do it online. You do it at people's houses. You do it at businesses. You do it at camp getaways. Why do you keep doing this class if you're not making any money doing it? If it costs you money to do this class, why freaking do the class? That's the whole thing, guys. That's what CAPI is all about. That's why we are here. That's why we have this channel right now. It's not so that we can put CAPI's name out there. I don't give two rats rears if CAPI's name is out there. I don't care if we get 10 million viewers and actually start generating money off of this. It'll still just go right back into it because we're nonprofit. We're not looking to make a profit off of this. We probably never will. Okay, that's not why we do this. Okay, well then why do you do this? To get the real paranormal out. That's the whole reason why we do a class. Excuse me. That's the whole reason why we do any event that we do, is to get the paranormal out there. That's why we want people to know about the paranormal. We want them to know the real stuff, not this crap they see on television. You want to make a team? You want to get it started? You want to make a good name for yourself in the paranormal? You want to last for as long as CAPI has lasted? And you want to keep going? And you want to be respected in the paranormal field? Because those same people you asked about, those last 10 teams that have developed over the last 5-6 years that keep looking at you funny when you say that, and they say they named their team that, say Central Alabama Paranormal Investigations. Say CAPI. They're like, oh, yeah, we know CAPI. Yeah, we know them. We've heard of them. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of course we know CAPI. It happens all the time. And I'm not bragging. I'm not patting myself on the shoulder because I didn't do it. My team did. Okay, I didn't have anything to do with that. I have an awesome freaking team. That's the reason why our name is out there. All right, it's because of my team and our reputation and our respect and our credibility. That's why we do this, guys. That's why we do everything we do in the paranormal, is to get it out there, and so people will know that what you see on television is crap. It's entertaining. It's fun to watch. It's great to laugh at. Awesome. Keep doing it. I have no problem with it. That's why I never tell anyone don't watch it. The only one I can't watch is that Ghost Adventures, that Zach crap. I can't watch that one. I've tried. I watched about 15 minutes of it, and I said I can't never do that again. Dear Lord, that's 15 minutes of my life that I will never, ever, ever get back. And I miss them. I want my 15 minutes. I love my 15 minutes. I should have my 15 minutes, but I don't. Zach's got it. I don't want to whoop his ass for it. He needs to give me my 15 minutes back. One of these days, I'm going to get you, Zach. I'm coming for you. I'm getting my 15 minutes back. I promise you. Because you are a fake. You are a joke. You are everything that's wrong with the paranormal today. Okay? And I say that with all 100% sincerity. I'm not joking. Okay? I'm not being funny. All right? I say that because that's what you are. Okay? Everywhere don't have a demon. Yeah. We've been to places that they've been to. We just recently went to a place that they went to and ran screaming away. All right? The people said they left on 2 wheels and we ain't heard from them since. We spent almost, I don't know how long. Tell me, Beth, how long were we there? We are actually a little disappointed because we didn't get scared off. We wanted to get scared off. But yeah, guys, that's why we do what we do, is to get the paranormal out there, because all that stuff you see on television is entertaining, except for Ghost Adventures. It's not entertaining. That's just dumb. Don't watch it. Um, uh, it's entertaining. It's fun. Have fun doing it. 5 to 6 hours. Thank you, John or Beth. John. Okay, yeah, 5 to 6 hours we were out there. They were out there 10 minutes and ran screaming because the big old mean ghost was coming for them. I think it was a hog. There's a lot of wild boars in that in those woods. I think that's what happened. But anyway, that's why we do what we do. That's why I want you to do what you do. When you start your team, when you become what you want to become, please keep it real. All right, keep the paranormal alive. Keep it real. Don't let little Tommy or little Susie, the only experience they get with paranormal is watching Zach Baggins and his team piss themselves as they run out of the demon infested factory. All right, please don't let that be what they get. Manage your team, manage your people, but manage your reputation and your credibility above all. All right, that's the best thing I can tell you. If you do that, you're going to get investigations. We don't have problems getting investigations, okay? No problems in that field. That's why I look at these different teams saying, we don't have anywhere to, please, does anybody know where we can go? I see it on Facebook. Where can I investigate in Central Alabama? Where can I investigate in Northern Mississippi? Where can I investigate? Anybody know of any places in Georgia? Anybody know of any places in Huntsville? My gosh, I live in Fort Payne and I can't find anywhere to invest. Blah, 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 blah. We don't have that problem. Do we, Beth? My nickname for Beth is Slave Driver. I don't think I can say that now, can I? Oh, wait a minute. I live in America. I can. Yeah, that's my nickname for her because she books us. Donna wanted to do a meet and greet in October. I told Donna, I said, contact us next time you decide you want to do a meet and greet for CAPI. If you want to just do a meet and greet for yourself, do a meet and greet in October for yourself, Don. I ain't saying that. I can't tell you what to do at your own house. But if you're going to do one for CAPI, you probably need to contact CAPI first. I'm not getting back into that. I'm just saying. Contact the people, contact CAPI first. That's the people to talk to, not the other people. We can't do it because we don't have an open date. Just like this month, we didn't have an open date all month to do a meet and greet. We'd want to do meet and greets every month. As a matter of fact, when we first started meet and greets, I kind of wanted to do them. I wanted to do 2 a month. I wanted to do them every other weekend. We can't do that every month because we're booked. And man, this COVID, when it came out and everybody was quarantined and we were quarantined too, the investigations didn't stop coming in. People didn't just stop calling. It's like saying, well, I don't feel like I'm going to work tomorrow. Well, your power bill still got to get paid. People ask me all the time, why do you work and be sick? I have vomited in people's shrubbery because I was so sick at work. And people say, why do you go to work sick? Because the power bill still got to be paid. People's houses didn't stop being haunted just because we didn't go investigate for 2, 3 months, ever how long it was. 3 or 4 months. I don't remember how long it was, but it was a long time and it sucked. But the places were still haunted. And so people still kept calling in. And we just had to tell them, hey, we're down right now, but we got you on the list. We have no problems getting investigations. And the reason I'm saying that is I'm not bragging on I am bragging on my team. I believe in patting yourself on the back. All right. So I am patting myself on the back. I am patting CAPI on the back. I am giving John and Beth a freaking high five because they do a freaking phenomenal job for the team. They're the best things that's happened to this team since Corey and Johnny. So, yeah, I am patting myself on the back. I am patting my team right on the back. All right. I am doing that because they're a damn good team and they deserve it. All right. I don't believe in all that crap that says you should never toot your own horn. Screw you. Screw you. Okay. That's the name of that song. Screw you. Kiss my ass. Toot that torn. Toot that. Toot to the torn, to the time, to the clean time. Toot that horn. All right. Pat that back. All right. Slap that. Oh, that's another one. Don't say that. I'm sorry. That's a totally different story. But yeah, toot that horn, pat that back. Do what you got to do. Sound your alarms. You did a good job. Stand up for it. Take that applause. Take that ovation. You deserve it. CAPI does. My team deserves everything they get because they're freaking phenomenal. And I couldn't do anything that I do. Kid friendly, Johnny. That's right. I didn't say it. But I couldn't do anything I do at CAPI. I couldn't do the classes. I couldn't do these shows. I couldn't do investigations. I couldn't do anything without my team. My team is everything to me. My team is my life. All right. They're my family. All right. I don't have a case manager that's named Beth. I have a sister named Beth. All right. I don't have a team manager named John. I have a brother named, I have a cousin. Y'all, this is funny. I think I said this last week, but I'm going to say it again in case there's someone in here. John and I have known of each other for a few years now. He's been with the team. I love him to death. I don't know what I would do without him. He's my right hand. He's my radar. He's my everything. John is my man. And we don't just work together, but we're also really, really good friends. I consider him one of my best friends. I love him like a brother. But we we're on investigation. We're on our way to an investigation a couple weeks ago, and as we're riding, we're talking. You know, you do that when you're riding in the car. You just listen to music, talk, and whatever. And I don't know what brought the subject up of Governor Wallace, George Wallace. You know, the segregation yesterday, segregation today, segregation forever kind of guy. How y'all doing? If you knew George Wallace, that was the thing. It's, how y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? But I don't know why he came up in conversation. I don't even know what the conversation was, and it doesn't matter. But he came up, and John had mentioned that he was related. Somewhere down the line, he was related to George Wallace. And I said, well, wait a minute. My biological father was named Wallace. My name is not Wallace because my mother wasn't married to my biological father. She was married to, later on, before I was born, she got married to a guy named Rushing. That's why back in those days you had to give your baby's name whatever your name is. I am not kin to any Russians. People ask me all the time, "Are you kin to so and so Rushing?" No, I'm not. My name is just a name. That's it. I'm not kin to. I don't have Rushing blood in me. I don't. All right. I know. She goes. Not me. All right. I my father's name was Alton Wallace, and he. Good night, Donna. He his uncle was George Wallace, and my great uncle was George Wallace. So John's kin to George Wallace. I'm kin to George. We're family. We didn't know this. We've known each other a few years and had no idea that we were actually related, but we are. I thought that was really cool. Is there any more questions? Does anybody have any questions on getting started or anything that we've talked about? I'm going to catch up with y'all's comments, and then we will answer any questions you might have before we call it a night. I wish you guys would post some of your investigations. I'm sure you're a killer. We do that, John, but only if we've decided we're only going to do that for Patreons. I don't want to do it for everybody because we're so hush hush on our investigations. We're super hush hush. We don't share evidence. We don't talk about our clients. We keep it completely confidential, and that's the only reason. But we do have some stuff that we're going to share with our Patreons and live investigations that they go on, just to give them something to be, that extra family member kind of thing. But that's the only reason. October 18th. Oh yeah, Margot was asking about the dates. Thank you, John. Yeah, it's October. Oh man, did I really miss this much again? Dear God, y'all some talking jokers, man. Y'all know y'all can talk. I be talking and instructing, and I'm not going to go through all that. That's mm, have to go on tonight. Okay, Donna. Good night, Donna. I think she's already gone. I think that's pretty few guys were related from that guy. Yeah, of all people to be related to, or be related from, George Wallace. Dear Lord. Great job tonight, boss man. Oh, thank you, Beth. Do you feel like there are certain celestial times when investigations are better? Absolutely, John. Absolutely, they are. And we will go into that. How about that be our show topic next week? That is an awesome question. That's a whole show right there. That is an awesome, awesome question. Thank you so much for asking that. And have you ever used plant medicine to communicate with spirits? No, I have not done that because it's crap. It doesn't work. But we'll go into all that. Let's bring that up next week, John. Absolutely. That can be a whole show. We can do that. Um, uh, hello, Cherie. Oh man, you came right at the end, didn't you? I hope I said that right, Cherie. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, please forgive me. And I've tried to become a Patreon again, so I had to order another card. Maybe that was the problem. Oh, I'm sorry, John. Um, contact Paramama. She's on my page, Michelle Rushing. Contact her. She should be able to help you out with that. All right. But love you guys so much. Thank you, John, for giving us a topic next week. We're going to talk about that. Um, about stuff that doesn't work. No, I'm just kidding. About celestial times being affecting the paranormal. I'm sorry. I'm having a brain fart for some reason. I do apologize. But what's your favorite shampoo? Is that a bald joke, BB? Is that really? That's the best you got? Wow. You're not very intelligent, are you? That's crazy. What is your favorite shampoo? Yeah, BB is not very intelligent. I'm sorry. It's sad that they came on right at the end, huh, John? Because we could have fun with that one. Not funny. I thought it was funny. I thought it was pretty funny, Johnny. Come on, John. That was pretty funny. Come on, man. That was funny. John don't think it's funny because John's bald too. But I thought it was pretty damn funny. I liked it. I really did. It's non-original and easy, but it was kind of funny. All right. Love you guys so much. We will talk to you guys next week. There's always going to be those trolls. Hey, if you don't have trolls and haters, you're not doing something right. So I welcome them. Love you guys so much. I want you guys to have an awesome paranormal week. We will be back next Sunday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, same bat time, same bat channel. Not a paranormal topic. That's right, John. John don't play, y'all. He will off with your head. He does not play. He'll block what you say, and then if you keep on, he will chop your head off. He don't play. I promise you. He's the man, and that's why I love him so much. Him and Beth keep me straight. That's a fact. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us and for another awesome show. We will see you guys next week. Plan on being at CAPI Camp September 18th through the 20th and October 16th through the 18th. Don't miss them. They're so much fun. You will not regret it. See you guys next week. Have a paranormal week. Love you.